All right. What is up, people? Lean and Dirty here with another Between Gamers discussion. Let me tell y'all something, okay? There have been issue upon issue upon issue with trying to get this podcast done. OBS is giving me a fit. It's not detecting my microphone. Nothing I've done correct the issue. Will has tried to help me with it. Nothing we've not been able to get it situated. So I am boiling it down to maybe it's just OBS. So thank you to Dirty for letting me know about this particular platform that we can use to go live on the YouTubes. So yeah, thank you, Dirty, for that. And
You're
we're gonna
welcome.
go ahead and get started. It's just the skeleton crew today. Leslie is not feeling well, so hopefully she'll get to feeling well soon. What's up, Sinister?
What's
What's
going
going
on,
on, buddy?
Sinister?
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Dirty, it's just you. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Dirty. It's a skeleton crew. But we still gonna do it for you guys. So let's go.
Yep. Sinister said y'all holding it down. Sup, Lynn and Dirty. Yeah, Sinister. Look, let me tell you something. Dirty has always made a way to be on the podcast even if it was short notice. We got to give it up to Dirty for that. Thank you, Dirty, for being as
You're
flexible
welcome.
as you have been throughout all these years of doing podcasts with us. So I appreciate you. That is good. So basically, what we are going to be discussing today, we are going to be discussing the Ubisoft Forward, what they had, what, a couple days ago, and then
Yeah,
we're
yesterday.
going to, okay, so yesterday. And then we're going to throw in a few other things that we had already planned on discussing in reference to gaming and different things of that nature. So, Dirty, do you want to start with the other topics or do you want to start with the Ubisoft Forward?
We can do the Ubisoft forward.
Okay. So Sinister said, Dirty, I got our podcast, which will return next month. How you gonna come on here and advertise your podcast, Sinister? It's okay. Look, let me tell you something. We support one another, all right? So Sinister, drop the name of y'all podcast down into the comments and I'll make sure that I say what your podcast is. All right, so we're going to move forward with the Ubisoft Forward. Now, they started out with a game called Trackmania. So I assume it's the devs. They had a Trackmania demo. I assume it's the devs that was playing the game. And
Yeah.
they also had a track creator tool. And I thought that was interesting. Now, let me tell you, initially, I was just like, meh, when they was playing Trackmania. But once they showed that they actually had means of the player to create their own tracks, I was like, all right, now you got my attention. And I thought that was really cool. So, Dirty, do you have anything you want to say in reference to that either way? Whether you liked it, you didn't like it?
It looked okay. It wasn't. I never played the first Trackmania. I always see it in the PlayStation Store or the Microsoft Store, but
Mm-hmm.
really never gave the game a chance. Um,
Okay.
Wait, no. I think I played it once, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have it on the Xbox One. I think Microsoft gave it away for, um, the Xbox Live Gold. So I think I played it
Oh,
once. Yeah,
okay.
I believe it's on my Xbox. I played it once. It's pretty cool, but you know, this one I wasn't excited for it. I mean, make your own tracks. That's cool. Um, if I do decide to pick it up just to try out The tracks, I get it when it's at budget price. Like
Oh,
19.99 or something like that. I'm not going to spend a full 50, $60 just to try a creative track. Build my own track. I'd rather spend $20.
okay. And then they went and they spoke about the Just Dance. So there's a game called Just Dance Paradise that's coming out. We all know Just Dance come out every year.
Yeah.
It's a pretty popular game. I mean, to be honest, I have them on the Switch, and I like Just Dance. It's a really cool, I guess you could say, party game as well. We had a what was it? I think it was last year. We had a Thanksgiving luncheon at work, and I brought my Switch in, and I brought in Just Dance, and we went into the conference room, and my coworkers and I were literally playing Just Dance, and it was so much fun. Like people were laughing, people wanted to get in and play. It was amazing, and the Switch brought us together, brought all of us together to be able to de-stress for a little bit, to laugh amongst each other. It I love that. I love the fact that the Switch has that power to bring people together. And whether you could dance or not, it was still a very fun game to play amongst your peers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really like that. I really like that. So they spoke about Just Dance, a game called Curious Expedition 2, which I really didn't write down anything about that, so I'm not for certain. Do you remember what that one was about?
Nah, I don't remember that one.
And then there was the Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet. That's one of the main reasons why Leslie should have been here. She's the one who told me about that show on Apple TV. And I
Hmm.
started watching it. The show is good. Like it's a really good show. It's funny. It kind of pokes fun at game developers creating a video game, and they're creating a video game that's akin to something like Skyrim or something like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
and then you have streamers. You have people that actually get paid to stream the game to certain platforms. Like it pokes fun at a lot of different things surrounding gaming and streaming, and a lot of things that those of us that game and stuff will understand. And so what I found out in watching this is that was an actual game that Ubisoft had put together for this particular show. So
Oh,
like
okay.
you could legit trigger certain things to happen at certain times because there was no way of them to know when to trigger something to happen. So they programmed it into the game that all you have to do is press a button like on the Xbox One controller and it'll make stuff happen on the screen. It was so cool. I'm like, oh my God, I love this. So things like that, I'm like, all right, I can get down with this. I like that. I really like that. I'm like, oh my God, Leslie's gonna love this. But she's not feeling it. Yeah, Sinister, I hope she feels better as well. She hates that she's not able to be here, but we all understand things happen.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, they spoke about that. So Dirty, if you get a chance, you might want to check out that Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet. Um, that is a really cool show to watch on Apple TV. So
Okay.
the next game they discussed was The Crew 2. Of course, there's always tons of DLC around games like this. New cars coming out, and I think they have them coming out every month, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
Um, that game, it always looks pretty, but that is a very gorgeous game with hundreds of beautiful cars. So I think now if you log in You get what was it? It was like a Beetle, a Volkswagen Beetle. So there's that. But do you play the crew too?
Um, no. I played the first one. I had picked up the first one. I mean, when it first came out, I think for the PlayStation 4, and I
Okay.
was playing that. I don't think I messed around with two. I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised they actually still updating um,
Oh yeah.
that game. That game been
Mm-hmm.
out for what? How many? What, about 2, maybe 3 years?
I don't know.
It's been a minute since Crew 2 been out. Yeah, it been maybe 2 years tops that game has been out. So that's cool. That they
Yeah.
added new content and stuff like that.
Yeah. People tend to like it. They really like the game. So
No,
that's good. It still has the support needed to keep this stuff going, keep all this DLC going.
and that's
Um,
that's and that's pretty cool because I had asked a couple of guys in another podcast. I was like, what do you guys feel about sports games being every other year? So say
I
like,
think that would be good.
yeah, so say like we got NBA 2K19, but instead of getting NBA 2K20, um, we're still playing 19, and they just sent out updates for like rosters,
Yes,
any new uniforms, um, uh, maybe new moves or whatever, maybe fix little bugs or whatever that was in the game. And then come next generation, when we want to pick up 2K21, it's an actual physical game. So
mm-hmm.
we skipped out on 20. We were still playing 19, but they just updated 19. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, um, from 2K19, 20, hell, maybe even 18, like there's not a real big difference in graphics on the Xbox and PlayStation 4. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a big graphical change. So, you know, why don't they just do that instead of putting
Exactly.
out a game every year?
They want the money, dirty.
But they already get the money through microtransaction.
Yep,
So, but they just being greedy. I know
of
they won't
course.
do it because I figure if Ubisoft can do it with the crew and with Rainbow Six Siege, why can't they do it? You know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
Sinister
just a
says
thought.
sports game needs just one game and rosters update.
Yeah, I mean, you could do the one game, but you can only do so much with updates. You know what I'm saying? Especially moving to next generation. Uh, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a different engine that they're going to use because from what 2K is saying is that this 2K that's going to be for the Series X and PS5 is going to be built from the ground up. It's not going to
Mm-hmm.
be the exact same 2K 21 from the Xbox X and PlayStation 4, and you just getting that enhanced graphics when you switch over. Now I have to see what is it really built from the ground up, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
The next game they discussed was a Surgeon Simulator 2.
a surgeon.
So in this game, it's not just hands. You have a whole body. And it's physics based still. So it's physics based game. You have a whole body. Apparently it had been out in beta or something, and people really like it. They've done crazy things like made bowling and with body parts, and I'm like, okay. So apparently this is a thing. People really like it. So Surgeon Simulator 2 is a thing. It's coming out. What's going on, Storm? Stormy Life TV in the his house. Stormy, I was having a lot of issues with OBS, so we're trying something different this time. And guess what? I'm on my phone.
Me too.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm not on the computer. So anyway, so yes, they discussed Surgeon Simulator 2. Now I've never been a fan of those types of physics-based games because it puts me in the mind of not only that, but like that Octodad where you have to use, every facet of the controller
That
to
was terrible.
maneuver and do things. So that's not that's not something for me, but people really like it. So that
Yeah.
that's cool. Um, what do you think about Surgeon Simulator?
It's cool. I don't have no complaints about. I doubt if I pick it up, but
I
I
know, well, I
mean,
know I won't, but
but whoever out there, wants to play it, hey, be my guest.
yeah, definitely. All right, so next game, The Division 2. So they explain the little Easter eggs in the game because they have little bears and they have little um, rubber duckies throughout the game. Little Easter eggs that people have found. And so they explained what all of that was about. How basically the rubber duckies was kind of like like a shred of hope in a post-apocalyptic world, but it started out as a developer sticking it in certain parts of the game as a reminder to do something. But I guess they ended up leaving them in there. And now there's a thing with little brown bears. Now they didn't really explain too much about the brown bears. So I don't know um too much about that. But yeah, so did you watch the division part?
No, I didn't see the division part. I didn't know they
You
had
didn't?
one for the division. Yeah,
Hmm.
that must have been on the what was it before the show started?
Oh, the pre-show.
Yeah, the pre-show.
Sinister
Cause
said he's a big division fan.
yeah, it's like I said, it's a cool game.
Yeah,
The first one I really got into. The second one, I got it and I only played a little bit of it.
yeah. But I thought that was cool. That was a cool explanation of the rubber duckies, and people have not found all of them, so there's still some more out there.
Man,
So
you
the
be
next
looking forever.
game, I know, right? The next game they spoke about was a game that I am kind of excited for. It's the indie game. It's called Spirit Farer, and it's actually the main protagonist is an African American female. Her name is Stella, and
Stella.
you silly. She is a they said the game is a cozy management game about dying. So basically what Stella does is she's a fairy master of the deceased. She explores the world seeking passengers looking to cross over into the afterlife. And that's coming out on all platforms. And I thought that was a really
Okay.
cool game that they have that's going to be coming out. And I'm interested to see how that's going to play out.
Yeah, I mean, just from what you explained, I'm sitting here like, huh? Like you
I
trying to
know.
get
It's
people
odd.
over to the
It's
afterlife?
odd. Yeah. It's odd. I guess it's kind of like, how they say that there's a limbo. So I guess it's kind of like the people that are in limbo. She is there to help you get from limbo to where you need to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. So that's supposedly coming out, and like I said, across all platforms. So I assume that it too is coming to the Switch.
Yeah, they should
Okay.
have had it if she was helping you to, go to heaven or hell. That would have been cool.
Uh-huh. Um. So next game is called Trials Rising. Of course, that game is already out, but the big takeaway that they were discussing was a track called the Giga Track, which is the longest track ever put into the game. And it's supposedly it's going to be free for the Trials Rising fans. So I mean, like for instance, if you already have Trials Rising, this track is free. So
Oh, I
basically,
don't
they
have
were
it.
just speaking about a new track. Again, that's another physics-based game. Um, I don't really do physics-based games, but Trials is a really popular game. People really like that. Do you
Yeah.
play Trials?
I've played it a couple of times. I have one of them on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't played it in a long, long time. Um, but I think it's a cool game. Doing all those little physics with your bike and everything. So, with
Mm-hmm.
your motorcycle. Yeah.
Now, the next game, one game that I'm really looking forward to playing, and that I will actually play this is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. You could legit play this game by yourself, and the AI is not stupid. Dude, I was all in when they started explaining the AI. I'm like, stop playing. So the AI literally follows your lead. If you going stealthy, they going stealthy. You start, getting your gear together and stuff, stealth mode, they gonna start putting silencers on guns. It's like, all right, that's what's up. You go all gung ho, they go all gung ho.
Yeah.
And if you are dying, they will risk their lives to save you. I'm like, dude, this is amazing. They have intuitive AI. I love that. And I know that's something kind of, oh, well, you want to play a game just because based on it. Well, hell yeah, because especially if you're playing a game and you're a loner like me, at least well, I'm sure you play it with me. At least you'll be able to play with AI that play damn near human.
Yeah.
So why not?
Usually Ubisoft is pretty good with their AI and helping you out going into stealth mode and stuff like that. So if you
Mm-hmm.
put like a silencer, because I have both of the uh man, the game just done slipped my mind.
Uh-oh.
Uh, what's the name of the game you just talked about with all this in there? Ghost
What? The
Recon.
Ghost Recon
Yeah,
Breakpoint?
I have both. I had a Breakpoint and Wildlands. And
Okay.
usually if you go stealth, put the silence on. They put their silence on too. They're not gonna go loud if you're not going loud. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, Ubisoft is known to making a AI, you know what I'm saying, to help you out, especially if you're playing by yourself.
I
You
like
know,
it.
yeah,
Sinister said, well, that's cool. Ghost Recon, that is.
yeah. I like the Ghost Recon series. I hope
Mm.
that they bring Fisher back. Sam Fisher back. He needs his own game. He needs another game. Last game we had was on the Wii U and Xbox 360. So we
Mm-hmm.
need another Sam Fisher game. I love his games.
Now, the next game I am really looking forward to as well. I am a Watch Dogs fan. People will say what they will about, the series or whatever. I like Watch Dogs. I like all
Hmm.
the little side stuff you could get into. I like you could just walk down the street and casually hear a conversation.
Yeah.
Or so this one is called Watch Dogs Legion. And with this game, you can literally pick anybody in the world, in your virtual world that you're playing to recruit. And each person has their own set of skills.
Yes, I likes
So
that.
yes, so it's like you can pick like a security guard or whatever. So you pick them, you automatically got clearance to get into all those doors.
Yeah.
and get to where you need to be. Just don't do nothing stupid, and you won't get shot. But there's that. Sinister said Blacklist was the last Splinter Cell game.
Yeah, it sure was.
Or you can pick like for instance a geeky chick that's good with like those drones. So she can take over the enemy drones and she can use them against their own forces. So it's like the old lady had a taser. So it's like you could literally play this game. You may as well say what, maybe hundreds of different ways and get like varying outcomes.
Yeah.
So that is cool. Now, like I said, I like how in depth Watch Dogs get. Um, like I said, you could just casually walk down the street and hear whole freaking conversations. Somebody's life could be ending. Oh yeah, you can hear people talking on the phone. Yeah, I cheated on her and this, that, and other, and blah, blah, blah. And I'll do it again. So it's like, what? Let me drain your bank account right quick. So it's like I really like that. I like that. That's cool. Like I said, I am a Watch Dogs fan. I love Watch Dogs. It's an amazing game. And this one, and it's pretty too. It's pretty.
Yeah, it is. I
I
definitely
love it.
like the. I definitely want to be the assassinator. Like
Oh yeah,
the way he
he
came
kind
in
of
and took out a whole room like John
yeah.
Wick. I was like,
Yes, that's what I was
yeah.
going to say. He remind you of John Wick. I'm like, why this dude kind of low key look like John Wick?
I was like, yeah. I'm like, I definitely got to be assassinator,
That's
assassin.
cool.
I definitely got to do that.
Uh
Um,
huh.
yeah. The last Watch Dogs was pretty cool. Watch Dogs 2 was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Never played
Mhm.
the first one, but I played the second one. It was good, and I think I might grab this one as well.
Yeah. And then I think they went into some mobile games. Now, Brawlhalla is a game that you could basically download everywhere now. You could download it on your Switch. You could download it on, Xbox, on PlayStation. It's a free to play game that kind of puts you in the mind of Smash. Well,
Yeah,
it's
I seen
coming to
that game.
mobile. It's now coming to mobile. Now, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think they said you will be able to play across platforms. So you could be on mobile playing people that's on the Switch or whatever. I think they said that. I may have missed that part, but I'm almost certain they said you can play across platforms with this game. So Brawlhalla is coming to mobile. And I think you can tweak how you want your layout to be on the screen, which is cool,
Hmm.
for whatever buttons and stuff you might need. I know you're not into. Well, now, are you into any type of mobile games? Me, I like mobile
Um,
games. So,
Not really. Like the last one I played was, and it been months since I actually went back to play it, and that was the Call of Duty on the mobile. Trying it out, pretty cool. But I haven't
oh, I
been
play
back
that
on it.
all
Yeah,
the time.
I haven't been back on that one in months.
Well, they had another one called Might and Magic. I downloaded that.
Oh, okay.
And I started playing it yesterday. I don't know enough of too much about it yet. I'm still new at it, so I'll probably discuss that at a later time. But then there is a free to play PC game that they spoke about, and then went back and did more gameplay, and it's also in beta right now called Hyperscape. So that's a
Oh
free to play
yeah,
game. I think it's just on PC now, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think
It's
so.
a
I think it's just
first
PC for
person
right now.
shooter. It's almost like
It's
a
a
battle royale type game, isn't it? Or kind of like a futuristic Fortnite in a way.
Yeah, like yeah, because I know it's fast paced. It's real fast paced with you know, the jumping around and stuff like that. It looks fun if you got the right people to play with you. Especially
Yeah,
friends, because it's so fast paced. You know,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Didn't look too bad.
Sinister said, don't bother with first Watch Dogs. It's boring as hell, and Aiden has no personality. Watch Dogs 2 is better, and Marcus is more entertaining. I like Marcus.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't plan on playing the first Watchdog. Sometimes I see it on sale for like $5. I'm like, yep, it's gonna stay $5.
$5 is not bad though.
Yeah, but I don't want to play it because I
Okay.
already know that it's not like the second one. You
Yeah.
know, I done seen a little gameplay of it. And a lot of people was upset because I don't think he talks in the game either. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think that character talks. So I done heard some stuff and some glitches about that game. So I'm good. I'd rather deal with
Hmm.
the first one. I mean, with the second one and the third one that's coming out.
So uh, I don't is hy- I don't remember whether or not Hyperscape is coming to other platforms. I
Yeah, I
don't
think it's
remember.
coming to. I think they said it's coming to other platforms. So,
Okay, but
I
for
think
now,
just
it's in beta on the PC. I guess people tend to like it. I mean, you still shoot around across buildings. You have these really cool futuristic looking weapons. The cars look all they look like something. What is it? Elon Musk, is that who it is? Would put out. Um, so yeah, it's interesting. I try
Mhm.
it, but I don't now I don't play like what do you call them? Those um
First person
the
shooter.
huh?
What, you don't play the first person shooters?
No, not that. The battle royale games. I don't like the battle
Oh,
royale games.
okay.
Yeah. But then now they went into Assassin's Creed. Now Valhalla. Now that game looks good. And you know what? It's like they really immersed the developers in this game. It's like they went over seas to land to Norway and to get a feel of like who Vikings were, um, what they did, how they acted, and all this type of stuff. And I thought that was cool. They actually was in one of the long boats and they paddled the long boats, and so it's like they immerse them in that, so they get a feel of, all right, this is what you need to make a game
All
for
right.
this. And this is to me is so unlike any other Assassin's Creed that we've seen, but it has Assassin's Creed elements in it. So she
Yeah.
could still climb, poles and tread across, um, from one area to the next and stuff. And I thought that was cool. But the game itself, that is a very nice looking game. I like that you can fix your loadout how you want it. If you want to be archer, if you want to, close combat, if so there's different ways that you can have your particular loadout. Plus, you can have your base, so to speak, and build the base up. Your
Yep.
your health deteriorates, and not only that, you have to forage, you have to fish, you have to gather, you have to hunt, and you have to build up your own health. Your health don't regenerate. So they threw a lot of those types of elements into the game to make it a little more realistic. It's gory as hell, but they are Vikings. That's how Vikings are. So it's like this game looks good. So what are your thoughts on the Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
I like it. So far, especially when they were explaining everything, I was like, you know what? I think I might get this day one. I might,
What?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Because the last Assassin's Creed I brought was Origins. I didn't get Odyssey. But this one, yeah, this one was looking really good. I like it with the Vikings and how he was explaining everything that what you can do that's new to the game and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I think I might get this day one.
Sinister says Aiden has dialogue.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
So you anything else you want to say about Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
that
Valhalla.
name, that name just every time I hear it, it's just it don't sound like an Assassin's Creed, the Valhalla. But I mean, it's still cool. I definitely want to play it. And I'm definitely gonna pick it up. Um, so I think they said that it's gonna be between both platforms. I mean,
And Stadia.
yeah, and
Uh,
plus I think if you like pick it up, you can also get the enhanced version for the new systems. I believe.
what?
I think so. Though I thought they said that. I could be wrong, but
Okay,
knowing Ubisoft, they might do it.
that's cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. So
And the final game within this Ubisoft forward that they discussed was Far Cry 6. And that
mm,
game looks bad ass. Two
mm.
words. I
Yeah, I
am
like
El
the.
Presidente. I'm like, Tropico. No, let me stop.
I actually like that um that trailer, that CG trailer. So basically, I want to know exactly what his son is going to be doing in the game.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
is you playing as the son, or is you playing as someone else, or you
Yeah,
playing as
like is the daddy
dad?
gonna get assassinated and then he gonna have to take over being a kid and by him being a kid and then being El Presidente himself? Like is it gonna
Yeah,
be like that? Would he be too young to actually be the king? Well, I'm sorry, El Presidente.
right. Yeah, I like how
So
he told him. He told him about the grenade and everything, and told him to follow him, and he have to hold this grenade. And as they
hmm
reach that rooftop, you can see the chaos that's going on within the country, and the city. And he just explaining to him, you gotta how you supposed to rule, get things back in order. So he told him what you
hmm
gonna do with it,
right.
and he wanted him to drop it on them. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And
I wonder if
I
he
was
did it. I wonder if he did it.
And that's the thing. I was like, I wonder if is we gonna play as him because he don't look like that kid that's gonna follow in his father's footsteps. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because when you seen him, he in there, putting together putting together a model car. You know what I'm saying? He's not out there, throwing his weight around because his dad is, you know, is what you call him?
El
The
Presidente.
Yeah, El Presidente. Because some people, when they parents are like
Do
high
you
up,
know who my father is?
huh?
I
Right?
said,
Because
do you know who my father is?
yeah, and you do have kids like that. Like they use their parents or they to push they weight around. You know what I'm saying? They ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even rich kids. You know who I am. You know how much money we have. You want this knuckle across your face? So I just want to see exactly you know which way the boy is gonna go. You never
Yeah.
know, but he don't look like he's gonna go that way like his dad. But you never know.
Okay. So we got that out of the way. We're going to go into the alternate topics, I guess. I don't know if I was going to say alternate, alternative, alternate, whatever. But we spoke about Stadia earlier and how some of these AAA titles will be coming to Stadia. And that's a good segue into the fact that Stadia Connect they will have a Connect live stream tomorrow. I didn't grasp the time, but if that's something any of you would be interested in watching, I'm sure you could just Google it. Or if you follow Stadia on YouTube, I'm sure they'll probably be streaming there, or Twitch, twitch.tv. Um, Speaking of Twitch.tv, there's a segue into. So, yeah, to anyone who is interested, there's a Stadia Connect live stream tomorrow. Again, I did not get the time, but it's sometime tomorrow, in which they're going to be discussing some games that are coming to Stadia later on this year. Um, but again, yes, segueing from Twitch, we're going to do a little discussion of Mixer. Bye,
Okay.
bye, bye. Mixer is closing, y'all. The end of this month. Mixer
Yeah.
will be no more, no gaming. And from what I gather, seeing some comments on the Twitter, a lot of big time streamers who made money off of Mixer found out the same way we did, which was through a tweet. That's
Mm,
dirty.
yeah.
But two, I also heard, we gonna flip the coin. I also heard that some people knew about them closing 2 weeks prior to the tweet actually coming out.
Okay.
And one person was actually supposedly approached a week prior to the tweet coming out by a journalist asking them, "Hey, is it true that Mixer is closing?" So that's how they found out, was from a journalist
Mm,
contacting them and asking them questions.
right. Hmm. Well, I actually thought Mixer was doing well because every time you go on there, I mean, you see a lot of people, streaming various games. But I guess it's not as popular as Twitch. I'm guessing.
I think maybe they overextended themselves. They probably paid out more money than they were getting in, and they had to close down or whatever, paying these big time streamers to come to their platform from other platforms. I think that kind of had a hand in why um they were closing. Leslie, hi
What up,
Leslie. Leslie
Leslie?
said the contract that people knew in advance. Okay, well, what's all this stuff about? Why am I just now finding out that Mixer is blah blah blah? Now I gotta get a job. So what was that?
She said, "Now I gotta get a job."
I mean, some people did say that.
Mm,
But so yeah, I I don't know. That's crazy. It's crazy how, I mean, but I guess how were they going to let people know? But I think that they should have at least given people who get paid from Mixer, at least given them a 2 weeks. Like we have to give 2 week notices if we decide to separate from a position. They should have given everybody who get paid a 2 week notice so they'll have time, or at least some time, to make other preparations instead of springing it on them like that.
mm, yeah.
So Leslie said those that were the partnered streamers, the ones they bought new in advance.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. So what you think about that? The whole Mixer debacle.
I mean, it's if they told the people that they are paying, ahead of time, then that's cool. But if they just told everybody, you know, just out of the blue on this tweet, then yeah, that's messed up. That's wrong. Um, like you said, people trying to figure out, what they're going to do next. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's kind of like a messed up, like a rock and a hard place. But
Hmm.
hopefully they can. Hopefully, maybe they can move over to to Twitch Maybe they can get their followers, you know what I'm saying, to, go over to Twitch and watch them,
You mean go back to Twitch?
Yeah, go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have nowhere else. I mean, either you go back or, you look for a job.
So Leslie said, I really think Microsoft wanted the FTL tech for their xCloud. What is FTL? I don't know these
FTL. I know ATL.
terms. I have to look them up. Um so yeah. Next topic. Now there's like from what I gather, I didn't get too much on this either, but there's a Pokemon Snap type game coming to Switch at some point.
Snap,
If,
snap.
if y'all know
Yeah.
anything about that, let me know.
Yeah, I heard something that it's supposed to be the next Pokemon supposed to be something like Pokemon Snap or something like that. I don't know
Oh,
how true it is.
Leslie said FTL is faster than lightning. Thanks, Leslie.
Oh, okay.
Some started at Mixer and didn't know. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so a Pokemon Snap type game, isn't this what people wanted anyway?
I don't think they wanted Snap.
Oh, they didn't?
Nah, I don't think they did.
Okay.
Most I know like the people that play Pokemon, they want the story base. They want to catch their Pokemon, raise it, evolve it, and all that. So I don't think they was actually looking for this one, but I mean, they probably will still pick it up
Okay.
because I think the last one, the only Pokemon Snap was on the N64.
Okay. And then we were going to discuss the Spider-Man Miles Morales being an expansion, not a standalone game as we once thought.
Yeah, I seen somebody tweet. I forgot they were saying how many hours it's supposed to be. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the tweet said between, I think six and 10 hours. I think I had to go back and look at that tweet, which I'm pretty sure I won't be able to find. But still, I mean, that's. I hope it ain't full price. I put it that way, and I
Oh
think
my
that game
goodness.
should be for everybody.
Yeah.
I think it should. I think it should be for the PlayStation 4 as well, not just for the 5, because basically it ain't nothing but like a expansion DLC pack from the original Spider-Man that was on the PS4. So, but you know how Sony them are. I mean, if for them to move systems, they're going to do whatever they got to do. And Spider-Man was a great game on it. I loved it. I beat it. Um, and I'm pretty sure that they decided to make this move to move consoles. So they're like, okay, for the fans of Spider-Man from the PlayStation 4, we tell them, Miles Morales, because Miles, he was in the game. He was actually in the game. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, he had just got his powers and stuff. So, um, yeah. So in order to move those consoles, those PlayStation 5s off the shelf, they made this exclusive to the PS5. So I think that was wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're gonna make the game with Miles Morales, go ahead and just make it a full pledge game.
Yeah,
You
full
know,
release.
yeah, don't give us a few hours here. You know what I'm saying, and talk about it's a full game. But like I said, it's only gonna do what they gotta do to keep those consoles rolling. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna want the PS5 to sell up there with the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So we've got two more topics to discuss, unless there's something else you would like to discuss. But one of those topics would be downloads. So I know you were wanting to download. What was it? It was
Uh, it was uh, it was Warzone. It was an
yeah,
update for Warzone. I think it was
yeah,
for season 4 or something like that.
yeah.
Uh, but with my update, what it was doing, it kept like stopping, you know, stop downloading. Then it may come back or it don't, and I was just having issues with it. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna delete it, and because I'm like, I really don't play it like that, the Warzone. And I just stick to the multiplayer that's on the Modern Warfare, the regular multiplayer. So put the disc in, and it got about 5 damn packs it got to download for some odd reason. Um, and then all of a sudden, Warzone popped up. And I'm like, okay, but I'm like, I don't want Warzone because Warzone is free for everybody,
Mhm.
no matter what console you on, well, except for the Switch, and it's free. But it's making me download it. Now, when the game first came out, Warzone didn't exist.
Mhm.
So when I installed the disc, what I'm saying, I had to download the multiplayer campaign 1 and 2, and it was another pack you had to download. So it all showed up when you put the disc in. No Warzone. Then Warzone came around like maybe a month or two later or something like that, and it was free for everyone. But when you put the disc in to install it, to reinstall, it pulls up Warzone, and that's why I'm having trouble with is Warzone. Warzone keeps stopping. I don't know why. So I'm like, why is they tying this with the main game? So it should be an option if I want Warzone or not. If I don't want it downloaded, I shouldn't have to download it because if I'm not going to play it, why is I'm you know taking up over 100 gigs of space if I'm
Yeah.
not going to play in it? You know what I'm saying? I just want to play the regular campaign and the regular multiplayer, the team deathmatch, kill confirm. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
don't want to play Warzone. I played it a few times. It's cool, but I like the regular multiplayer. So why is it forcing me to download this Warzone? And if it's free for everybody, I should have the option to download it.
Yeah.
But when you put the disc in, it's going to automatically pop up Warzone
Yeah.
with the other packs that they got to download. And I just think that's stupid. Like, why would you tie this into the disc, knowing that it's free for everyone?
Mhm.
Stupid.
Now, in my case, it only downloads Warzone and gives me the option to purchase the main game.
Right.
So I think they should do the vice versa. You already have the main game. Okay, well, what if you just want to play Warzone? So let you unpack or do what you got to do in reference to getting Warzone situated. Instead, Leslie said the new update replaced that 100 gigabyte file.
I'm still ain't messing with it. I tried to do it, and it's still it'll download, it'll get like halfway, and it'll stop for some odd reason. I'm just not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna fool with Activision because you should not have that tied to your disc. Now, if I want to download it, what I'm saying, single handed, yeah, I should be able to go into the store and be like, yeah, I want to add Warzone. Let me download that. But other than that, once I put that disc in, if I delete it and I put that disc in, I should get what's on that disc. They shouldn't be trying to throw Warzone at me. That should be an option for me if I want to go in there and download it because it's free.
Yeah,
So if I try to delete Warzone, it's basically going to delete the whole game, or it's going to tell you that what is it called? Installation is not finished. So I can't play anything. I can't even play a campaign, which is retarded.
Leslie said they compacted it to free up space on your hard drive. Well, on your
Yeah,
drive.
Yeah, that's what they say. Tell her to go into the store and look at Warzone for free, and then scroll down and see how many gigs it say. It's going to be over 100 gigs. It's going to be like 104 or 107 gigs. Watch.
Well, the final thing that we're going to discuss is the game prices. So, Dirty, you had mentioned this a while ago. Isn't it been, what, a couple years or so when we first started discussing next gen consoles?
Yeah.
That the price of the games themselves will rise.
Yep.
And here we
Yeah.
have it.
I said it was going to rise, and I was telling everybody last generation that um, we're going to start getting consoles that's going to be $500. So yeah, y'all better be happy with this 400 and this 300, because in a little bit we're going to start paying 400, or I mean 500 or 500 plus for these consoles. So like I said, everything is coming into light, and the only thing with for right now, we know that 2K is actually doing it. Now we haven't heard word from any other developer, Ubisoft, hell, even EA, Activision, none of them has confirmed yet. Only 2K. But my whole thing is, okay, if you're gonna make these games now $70, things gonna have to change.
They not giving up microtransactions. That's a over $1 billion a year spiel. They not doing that.
Then they don't need to up the price, because if you're making that much money, especially Madden, on their mud packs, they make over $1 billion just on that. So I I know how much 2K is making off their VC, because every time a 2K game come out, my player, you're gonna find guys that's damn near 99, because they went in and they brought either the what is it, the seven, is it $75 or the
Oh,
$99?
Jesus.
Yeah, because
What?
they want to be 99 overall, and these guys buy. I actually seen a YouTuber actually buy the $75 pack.
That's
He's like,
crazy.
I don't know if I should do it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it, because I need the clothes, I need the
You
haircuts
don't
and all
need
that.
nothing. Can't you grind and get all these things? But it's like
You
an eventually thing.
you can grind, and but you don't want to grind, because if you're online with your friends, you don't want to be the only one that's like 70 something overall, and everybody else is, what I'm saying, 90 something or close to 99. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be that oddball.
That's that
So
peer pressure that's forcing people. Oh my God, I gotta go ahead and get this because so and so will say this, and so will think that. And it's like, really, y'all act like y'all still in high school. You gotta keep up with the Joneses. The newest sneakers come out. You gotta make sure you get them so people don't talk about you or what. Come on, it's grown ass people, and they going through all this spending real money to get fake money to level up a character that if something happened to your shit, it's gone.
yeah, and
Leslie
then
said it's stupid. You're darn right it's stupid.
yeah, and that's why I say, like, these games should not be. If you have microtransaction in your games, you should not be asking for $70.
Too late. I look at it like this. If they gonna be doing the $70 for games now, to me, I know, oh, it's just $10. Well, shit, that's just $10 more money that I done work for that I'm gonna have to put out towards another game. What that does is make you more conscientious of what you're buying, to
Yep.
be, to be like, oh well, am I gonna get this game or am I gonna get this game? Or push come to shove, you wait for a Game of the Year version, you get it cheaper, and you get the DLC. So what is? I mean, come on, that's a
Yeah,
no-brainer. You just
and
gotta
people
wait several months.
got to realize too. Like I know me and you, Leslie, we're all multi consoles. We own all three consoles, so I'm pretty sure. Well, I know I'm gonna get the next PlayStation 5 and Series X, and if
Hmm.
Nintendo come out with a new Switch, Pro Switch, Gaga, I'm gonna get it. But it's going to be now. If they want games to be $70 for this next generation, I'm gonna have to pick and choose. Do I want this game day one, or do I want to wait for a price drop, or do I want to get it used? Because when you have all three, it's hard and it's expensive. When you have all three consoles and you buying games for Nintendo, you buying games for Microsoft, and you buying games for PlayStation, it gets expensive. So now you
Hmm.
add additional, $10, and then consoles are going up in price. So we're looking to spend five or maybe five plus for next generation consoles. Like there's people right now that I talked to said they already saving up. So not only that, with
Okay, Josh. Leslie said they goodness for Game Pass.
yeah,
I swear,
yeah.
it's like we can't go through one episode without somebody, Josh, bringing up Game Pass. Leslie, every single episode, if you look at it, it's always Game Pass in there somewhere. It's like that roach you can't
they
kill. It just keep popping up.
they love the Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm all for Game Pass. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I could look. There's like for instance the little what the hell's the game called? The little hospital game on the Switch. The controls on that game is crap. Okay, it's horrible. Playing it on the Xbox, it's almost like it is fluid. Like you automatically know what to do. It's easier to play. And I didn't have to pay anything extra. I just had to download it. So yeah, I am for 2 Point Hospital, Leslie. Thank you. I'm all for Game Pass. For real, for real. I really am. But make sure you get Ultimate. So I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I am all for Game Pass. All the new games that come out, you get to download them. You ain't gotta fork out that $60. You could play it. You could play it to completion before it's taken down off of Game Pass. Or you can choose to purchase it at a later date. Isn't it at a
mhm,
discounted price, Leslie? Before they pull it off. So you have choices.
yeah. And
But
and
yeah.
another thing I want too, if game's going to be $70, I'm gonna need the game to be fixed and not broken. I'm gonna
Oh,
need the game to be a full game and not half a game trying to sell me as DLC.
hell yeah.
I don't want no uh day one update. I want to play
Oh,
the
you
game.
gonna get that. You gonna get that.
Then you shouldn't ask for
What's
seventy
up,
dollars.
Kano? Kano's gaming section is in the house. What up, Kano?
What's up, Kano? You shouldn't
Leslie
ask for
said,
$70.
plus it sucks. You don't have, oh, plus if it sucks, you don't have to buy it. You darn right. Yes. It's like, oh, this trailer look good. Let me try it. Oh no, this game is ass. Delete.
It's messed
I've
up.
had I've had that happen. Okay, I'm like, thank God for Game Pass. Delete. What up, LG? LG in the house. He said day one patches are odd sometimes. Odd?
We just shouldn't have it. If you're asking for $70, I don't want no day one update.
Yeah.
I don't want no broken game.
I mean,
don't
I
want
understand day one updates. I do, because they might got to patch out a few things that they forgot or something before they released it. Okay, I get it. But
you
the day one updates
they ain't
don't
forget that
need to be.
$70 though. So if you ain't forgetting that $70, don't forget to do what you got to do before you put this game out. And I definitely don't want them cutting out some of the game and then trying to resell it to me as DLC. Destiny.
Ah,
I would never buy Destiny's game again. I don't care how 2 it is. Never played 2. 1 did it for me. Like, this is pure garbage. And Dave tried to get me to rebuy. He was like, no, rebuy. He's like, they got all the DLC to it. He said, it feel like a real game. Nope, I'll pass.
it should have felt like a real game from jump.
Right.
Oh,
And it was all, and I wish that Bungie would have stayed with Microsoft, because this game, Destiny, I think this is the game that they wanted to work on. They had a new IP, but Microsoft wanted them to work on another Halo game. So after they did that Halo game, they actually, left. I guess they didn't renew or whatever, but they left. And
yeah.
Activision picked them up. Now, Activision made them do this. Oh, yeah, take this section out and take this section out, and we're going to
that's
use
not
it as
right.
DLC. Yeah, I'm like, that's ridiculous. Now the game feels better with the DLC. It feels like a complete game now. I was like, nope, I can't do it. I cannot go back and rebuy that game. I don't care if it is $30 for everything. I refuse to buy it. I don't care if it's $5 with all DLC. I'm not buying it. And I'm not buying 2, which I didn't. I don't care how good it is. I'm not buying it. If they come out with a Destiny's 3, guess what? I ain't buying it. If they under Activision, I ain't buying it.
LG said, I don't mind it because sometimes some things fall through the cracks. It's just human nature. LOL. He's speaking about the day one patches. Leslie said, I like Destiny too.
I would never know if I like it or not because I refuse to play it.
My bestie plays it all the time. Her and her husband, they be sitting in there. They could be in the same room on different TVs, headsets, different systems, and they both sitting in there playing Destiny. It's crazy. I'm like, isn't y'all the true gaming couple? They both sitting in there with big screen TVs, headsets, and they chilling playing Destiny, doing strikes and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I like that. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she likes it. A lot of people like Destiny now. Yeah, and some would say that it's the best shooter of this gen. So some people really likes the Destiny. I haven't played it since the first one.
Yeah, I gave that game back like 2 weeks after I got it. GameStop gave me $40. I was like, thank you, GameStop.
Well, I used to like doing the strikes because it really requires teamwork, and it can take a long time to complete a strike. It could take 45 minutes to several hours to complete one strike. So once you're done, you literally feel like you accomplished something. That is amazing. It's like if you mess up, you go back into it, you try it again, you strategize. All right, so look, at this point, we're going to try this and see if this works. And then you try it, execute it, it's done. All right, yeah. And then, everybody all hooting and hollering. Oh, my God. That is memorable to me. That is what I miss, is actually doing strikes.
I mean, I had fun with Destiny 1, but it didn't feel like a complete game. It didn't feel like the game that they actually talked about at E3. Okay. It did not feel like that at all. And I'm like, what's the story? I get a cutscene here and there. Within 2 days, I was seeing end credits. And I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened? Like, I don't even know what's going on in the story. I just got an orb just telling me to go here. And fight some guys. And I'm like, this is confusing. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when Dave told me, he was like, okay, he was like, buy it now because it has all the expansions added to it. He said, it feels like what Bungie was talking about. That's how I feel like now. I was like, oh, hell no. Now, you should have gave me that experience the first time when this game came out. You took a chunk of it out and then tried to resell it to me when I gave you $60.
Yeah, but it wasn't their call. Remember, they didn't want to do that.
Well, that's on them because they shouldn't have listened to Activision.
Kano said Destiny is not the wave. Too much of the same vibes like Halo with nothing original. Rage 2 is that game.
Never played Rage 2. I always seen it, but never wanted to play it.
I guess in reference to what you were saying, Leslie said that seems to be every game nowadays. Kano said, yeah, I feel like next gen needs to have more than just games like Destiny. We need more hack and slash, action adventure, etc. Oh, they working on it. We spoke about some of them from that Ubisoft forward that they talked about.
Yeah. I could say that Ubisoft they sometimes take chances with games. Even if it's something new, that a development team thought of, they'd give it a go.
Hmm.
And most of these developers they scared to do it because they don't want it to flop, and then they done lost money. Like Ubisoft, they not scared. It's like, look, we think it's going to be people that like this game. It's fun,
Hmm.
interactive, multiplayer with friends. Yeah, give it a go. Green light. Anybody else? Nah, we can't do it. Nah, we gonna pass on that. Bring out another Call of Duty.
Yeah, yeah. Kano said the Ubisoft 4 was okay. I wish they showed God and Monsters game and the Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Beyond Good and Evil 2. Maybe that'll be for next generation consoles then.
Hey, it might be on that Stadia thing tomorrow.
I'd die laughing if it is.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to discuss before we close?
Nah, that'll be it.
Y'all got any questions down in chat? He said, Kato said, hell no, Stadia. Don't be cutting down Stadia. Where Cherry Man at? Where?
Tell you, man, he make it in.
Oh my god. Yeah, I have Stadia. Okay. I have never opened the box. So what does that tell you? It's
Mm,
sitting on the shelf. Stadia is sitting on the shelf.
wow.
Kano said he's got a question. Leslie, I wanted to tell you, I wanted you to discuss earlier. You had mentioned what was the name of that darn show? Now I didn't forget. That show on Apple TV that you wanted me to check out. It's a good show, by the way. But I was talking about the game was it was an actual game from that show Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet. The game that they're playing is an actual game. It's an actual game, Leslie. That was so cool when I saw that part of the Ubisoft thing. I was like, man, where Leslie at? So Kano said, how do you feel that the PS5 and Xbox Series X being $400 possibly? I thought it was gonna be more than that. I thought it was gonna be at least 500 minimum. Dirty, you still there? Or you gone? Dirty done glitched out probably.
No, I'm still here. I just had to mute. Um, I don't think.
Oh, this popped up on the screen. Do y'all see that on the screen?
Oh yeah.
Ah, that is cool. All right, look, Kano question is on the screen. Dude, that's amazing. All right, y'all. Y'all see the question on the screen.
Hey, I still believe that the PlayStation 5 with the disk drive would be 500, and that all digital one that they have would be like 400 or 350. Uh, yeah, because I don't see that all digital being no less than that. And then you have Microsoft with Series X, that's going to be 500, and this what's the other one that they call Scarlet, which is going to be the S. Yeah, that's going to be the cheapest. Like I say, either 400 or 350.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but these consoles still going to be 500. Now, if you just want to go all digital, yeah, you probably pay 400 then.
Yeah, but that's what, 2 terabyte, right?
Um, I'm not sure if it's 2 terabyte or just a terabyte. I mean, with these
What?
games now, they have to put more terabytes with these
Yeah, but
systems.
what I was gonna say is, if even if it's that, that's still not enough.
No, it's not. That's why I said that, you know, with these games, they have to either start back compressing these games, or they're going to have to start giving bigger hard drives, because a 1 terabyte, or hell, even a 2 terabyte, really, I mean, it's good, but depending on what game you're going to have and these updates to it, it's going to eat it.
Yeah.
Especially games like Call of Duty, it's going to eat up that terabyte.
Well,
So
Leslie said if it's 400, they'll make their money back eventually. To my knowledge, don't they say every system they sell at a loss and they make the money back in game sales,
yeah, they
software
can make it.
sales?
Yeah, they can make it back in software sales, but you do want to make money on each console that's sold. That's why how Nintendo is. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo always try to give you um, a console where they're going to actually make something off of it. Because I think the Wii U, if I'm not mistaken, I think they were probably only making like $13. I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, but I think that's how much Nintendo was making off each system that was sold of the Wii U. So Nintendo was like, look, we gonna make something off this. I don't care if it's $2. You making something off each system. Now, when you don't, that means you're losing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You want to regen. I mean, $2. You look. You may say $2, but sell 50 million.
exactly.
You're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
I take that any day.
Okay. Okay. Well, if there are no more questions, if there aren't any more questions, we are going to go ahead and end the stream. We did good. It's almost an hour and 20 minutes with 2 people. What you gonna talk about in an hour and 20 minutes with 2 people? So yeah. All right. So let everybody know where they could find you, Dirty.
You can find me on the Xbox at Old Dirty 33, all caps with space OL space DIRTY space 360. Same on the PlayStation 4, Old Dirty 360, all caps but no space, just all one. I don't have a phone number for my Switch yet, but eventually I'll look it up.
He said the phone number for his Switch.
You know, Nintendo got to be the oddball.
Okay. And if you're here, chances are you probably already subscribed. But if not, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, Dirty normally streams video games. So tell them your stream schedule, Dirty.
It's like I'm like here and there with it. I pop up and let you know, hey, you know, I'm playing 2K only to 10 points, and that's it. That's all you're gonna get.
There you go.
Don't look for no whole 4 quarters. I'm giving you 10 points. Be happy with it. Call of Duty, I'm giving you first kill only. That's it. You already know how it's gonna end.
Thanks, Kano. Thanks, Leslie. Thanks, LG. Thanks, Sinister. These everybody that left comments. You guys are amazing. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Who else came through?
Um, what's the young lady's name?
Where's she at?
Uh,
Storm.
yeah. Is it
Stormy.
cloudy? Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah.
Leave Stormy
Is it
alone.
Stormy?
Stormy
Is
Light
it?
TV.
Oh, Stormy. Okay, yeah. My bad, Stormy.
Okay, so there's Stormy. Be sure to check her out as well. So yes, shout out to everybody that came through. Leslie
Yes.
Sinister said earlier that he hoped that you felt better. This is sweet. I could go back through comments and I can highlight comments. Hell yeah, this is amazing. All right, guys. So again, be sure to follow if you're not currently following the channel. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit that notification bell. We will be bringing you all more videos here in the near future. Again, this video, I'm telling y'all do not know the struggle it took to get this podcast up tonight, okay? And a lot of people do not know what go on behind scenes in doing content, to put up content. There is a lot of roadblock blocks that can happen. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that people don't see. So thank you, Dirty, for being here.
No
Leslie, I
problem.
do hope that you are feeling better, sweetie. And
Yes,
until
yes.
next time, guys, y'all take care, be safe, love one another. We'll see you on the next one.
Who's that Pokemon? Snausages.
Snausages.
Ain't that one of their names?
No.